Hello everyone, I am Prashant Kumar Singh and I am here to discuss about the current affairs of 18th April. So first of all, let's discuss economic news. Reserve Bank of India has announced to infuse 1 lakh crore to increase credit flows in the Indian market. In this, it has announced that it will give 50,000 crore rupees exclusively for NBFCs via banks. As we all know that NBFC is offering moratorium to the lenders, but the bank through which the NBFC has taken money, those banks are not offering the moratorium to the NBFC. That's why it is currently facing a lot of issue. So in this crisis, RBI has stepped up to help the NBFCs. The other 50,000 crore rupees allocated by RBI is exclusively for NABARD, SIDBI and National Housing Bank. Apart from it, RBI has also increased WMA, it means wage and means advances, limits of states by 60% over and above level what was decided on March 31st, 2020. RBI also reduced reverse repo rate by 25 basic point to 3.75%. The aim behind this was that to reduce the money parked by various banks in the RBI. Now, as the reverse repo rate has reduced, these banks will they will take out the money bank in RBI and they will lend them to the investors. The second news is that Indian government had made it compulsory to take its approval for FDI from countries which share border with India. So earlier the restrictions was applicable to Pakistan, Bangladesh and Afghanistan. But now, looking forward, as you all know that China has invested has purchased a major share of HDFC recently in April 12. So the aim behind the central government for this for it was to curb opportunistic takeovers and acquisitions of Indian companies by China. As we all know that according to a report by Brookings India report, China invested in India increased from $1.6 billion from 2014 to $8 billion in 2017. Especially China is investing in startups in India. According to Union Minister for Food and Public Distribution, only 15 states and union territories have utilized quota based on 2011 census for public distribution beneficiaries. So, Union Minister for Food and Public Distributions, Ramvilas Paswan, said that various states are demanding that as the PDS system is based on 2011 census, so it is facing issues to provide more PDS benefits to the people. But Mr. Ramvilas Paswan made it clear that out of 39.89 lakh that to be added in the previous systems, only Bihar and only 15 states and union territories have fulfilled its quota. Bihar is lagging way behind and it's still 14.5 lakh people to add as a beneficiary. As per Acquite Rating and Research Limited, over half of the top 500 firms in India could face liquidity crunch. 257 companies do not have enough cash to meet their fixed cost and interest. Only 3 companies are there that will sail through this crisis, though they are Reliance India Limited, Interglobe Aviations and Bajaj Automobiles. Now some nation news. Bharat Electrical Limited, that comes under defense public sector undertakings, decided to make 30,000 ventilators within 2 months to fight the COVID pandemic. No new cases in 47 districts for 28 days as declared by the Health Ministry. 29.8% cases are related to single sources. The Health Ministry has also announced that out of the total cases, 29.8% cases are related to the single cases. As you all know that case was related to the Tablighi Jamaat in Niyamuddin Markaz. Out of that 29.8% cases, 84% of total cases in Tamil Nadu is related to that Tablighi Jamaat. 63% in Delhi is related to that. 79% of total case of Telangana is related to that. 59% in UP and 61% in Andhra Pradesh is also related to that single incidence. Apart from that, according to a survey from Children's Sexual Abuse Material, most online content on child sexual abuse is from India. Out of 19.87 lakh reports, 11.7% cases are from India. So stands it stands first in such cases. The second position is of Pakistan, which shares 6.8% of total reports, and Bangladesh lies on fourth position with 3.3% cases. Now some international news. China is allowing North Korea to evade sanctions that was put on by United Nations. A photograph was published by United Nations in which it was announced that last year on October 10, 8 Korean vessels has exported coal to China. It was located off the port of Ningbo, Joseon of China. Recently, USA has also decided to stop funding in World Health Organization. As we all know that USA donates 15% of the total funds of World Health Organizations. Apart from that, in the last 2 years, the share of USA is 20%. So it will impact the fight of World Health Organizations against the pandemic. USA has also The President of USA, Mr. Donald Trump, has also decided to liberate states. So this will also impact to contain the pandemic issue in America. As we all know that total death related to the pandemic has crossed 1,50,000, and in that USA has more than a quarter death. If you talk about USA, Donald Trump is supporting those who are against the lockdown. Like in Michigan, 3,000 people have gathered together to protest against the lockdown, and Donald Trump is supporting them. In other cases, Indian tricolor of more than 1,000 meters in size projected on Matterhorn mountain of Zermatt, Switzerland by Switzerland government to express solidarity with India against the fight of COVID-19. Now talking about sports, All India Football Federation's called off I-League that was stopped on March 14, and it also declared Mohun Bagan as the winner as it was leading other teams by amassing 39 points out of 19 games. All India Tennis Association has announced to abolish live president, live vice president and live councillor honorary post, as it claimed that it violates National Sports Code. Apart from that, Indian Council of Medical Research has also reported a huge spike in infections in a single day, that is of 2,154 persons found positive till 900 pm yesterday. But the good news is that Kerala has contained the pandemic, and now the spike graph